Almost another week has passed without any hint of a new GTA 6 trailer from Rockstar. There was some hope we could receive something before the end of this week, maybe an announcement for trailer 3, but as I record this on Saturday, there is still no sign of any announcement from Rockstar. Now of course, we have to take the leaked pre-orders into account as to why everyone is expecting something this coming week. I touched on them in a previous video, and Tom Henderson, a notorious and reputable insider, confirmed the legitimacy of the email from Best Buy that was sent out to its affiliates, which contained information on GTA 6 pre-orders, pointing them to release in the coming week. This in itself does not confirm that pre-orders are 100% coming on Monday. There is always a chance Rockstar pivot last minute because of the leak, or someone at Best Buy got dates wrong, even if that is unlikely. But this is probably the most real leak and bit of information that we have had, and definitely puts us in a pole position to expect something. It's impossible to know for sure, but I don't want anyone to take this as me confirming it's happening. I'm just passing along a piece of very good evidence for this week ahead. A big part of why the leak seems more real to me and others is the fact that Best Buy have not commented on the situation, almost like they know they have messed up and leaked real information and not a fake date. Now I have already made a video on the pre-order specifically. Nothing else has majorly changed on that front, so I'm not going to retread the same ground. I just wanted to clarify that we still should be cautious in having super high expectations, as nothing is locked in as fact just yet. I do, however, want to discuss how Rockstar has historically gone about pre-orders and how we typically see trailer 3 find its way in the mix. There are a couple of examples I want to touch on which open up some possibilities for the week ahead. Let's firstly look back at Rockstar's last major release, Red Dead Redemption 2, and how they handled trailer 3. Now my initial prediction of May 5th was based on RDR 2 and GTA 5 having both of their trailers come out just over 2 weeks before the May earnings call, which obviously didn't come true this time around. So we should take these previous patterns with some skepticism, but still can look at them as a possibility of how Rockstar will handle pre-orders and trailer 3. So in Red Dead 2's case, trailer 3 came out on a Wednesday, but was announced beforehand on Monday. Now with this leak, that suggests we will see pre-orders drop on May 18th, or a Monday. It could be that Rockstar might announce the third trailer and drop pre-orders on Monday, and then will release trailer 3 a day or two later. I would personally bet that in this case, we would see the trailer on Tuesday, as it follows Rockstar's previous 2 trailers for the game, which were also released on Tuesdays. If we look at the last GTA, which was released, GTA 5, Rockstar handled trailer 3 a lot differently, announcing it on the Friday beforehand, which we have already passed. If we are getting the trailer this coming week, then we can disregard that. I think Rockstar has clearly changed their strategy here anyway, as they are potentially looking at giving us pre-orders and trailer 3 a lot closer to the earnings call than their previous games. This could be down to a few different factors, one being that the game itself is dropping in mid-November, so a little later in the year compared to Red Dead 2 and GTA 5, and perhaps they have worked out that it's more beneficial to bring their big announcements closer to the investor call. There are some other possibilities for next week. Of course, in a worst case scenario, we get nothing at all, which is something we should absolutely be prepared for, even if it feels unlikely at this stage with what we know. Even if this happens, however, we won't be without news for the game. The earnings call on Thursday will still be of huge importance and will give us an idea of how confident Take-Two Interactive is in the November 19th release date. In May of 2018, Strauss Zelnick said that he swore, quote-unquote, hand on heart, that Red Dead 2 would release in October of that year, after that game had also been delayed twice, which is the kind of messaging that we will hope to hear for GTA 6 in this upcoming investor call. Take-Two really has to be upfront with their financials for the next fiscal year in this May call, so if we are going to get another delay, it's extremely unlikely it would come after this. Even if we go without pre-orders or trailer 3 in this coming week, the messaging in Thursday's earnings call will be key to whether we can truly lock in November 19th, and we can get very excited if that does happen. In an absolute doomsday worst case scenario, we receive no new trailer or pre-orders and the game gets delayed before the investor call. I see no indication or reason right now to believe this to be something that will occur, but I just want to lay out all the options so we can be prepared for whatever happens. There are lots of variations of how it could end up going. Rockstar could just shadow drop pre-orders on Monday and then shadow drop trailer 3 on Tuesday. They could also shadow drop both on Monday, which is what most people think makes sense at a first glance, but it would be kind of strange. strange. Rockstar has pretty much never dropped a trailer on Monday, as Tuesday or Wednesday typically makes more sense. Employees can come in on Monday and brief for the trailer release for the next day, allowing them to be prepared, whereas if it drops on Monday, it's coming out the first day of the work week for most people at Rockstar, which doesn't allow for much prep time. This is why I still believe we will get trailer 3 on Tuesday or some other day that isn't Monday next week, but still before the earnings call on Thursday. But at the same time, I find it odd that they would drop pre-orders before a new, fresh trailer to market said pre-orders. So honestly, a pre-order drop with a trailer announcement on Monday might be my favorite theory at this moment, but it also could be completely off. The best part is we don't have that long to wait until we find out and get the news we all want. I think another big clue that Rockstar is releasing something big next week is the fact that their GTA newswire that they posted last Thursday covered the next 2 event weeks. This means they won't have a new GTA Online newswire to post this coming week, which would normally come out on Thursday. This could give credence to us getting something on the day of the earnings call itself, some hours before perhaps. It's very hard to see how all these pieces line up at the moment, but one thing is for sure, they are all pointing to Rockstar announcing something official before the May earnings call. In what order or what way they end up doing that is a whole lot of speculation at this point. The only other solid piece of evidence we have outside the newswire is the Best Buy leak, and neither of those aligns by date. There were also a lot of rumors and fake news spreading about Rockstar updating some backend stuff for pre-orders, which obviously turned out to be bogus. There are always going to be people on X and Reddit making stuff up and trying to farm engagement whenever the community starts to get excited about real information. It's fun to speculate and discuss information, but I try not to give unsupplemented claims the light of day on this channel, as most of the time it turns out to just be nonsense. Tom Henderson was also recently on the Insider Gaming podcast and discussed the rumors and pre-order leak. He reiterated once again that the email was real, but clarified that its legitimacy doesn't 100% confirm that the dates will turn out to be true, just that the email itself isn't fake. He also talked about his personal prediction for trailer 3 and pre-orders, which once again got taken out of context on social media, with people acting like it was him giving inside info when it was just his personal opinion. He thinks we won't be seeing anything GTA 6 related from Rockstar until all the way in July or August, and that we will skip the May earnings call entirely. Tom Henderson gave this same personal prediction a while ago, so this is not anything new, just his personal take. I disagree with this idea for a number of reasons, but the key thing to point out is that this is not insider news and just one man's personal opinion, just like what I say on this channel. Putting that aside, I think August is just too close to the release of the game, leaving only 3 months for marketing. Strauss-Zelnick also made clear we were looking at a summer marketing cycle in the last investor call, which would be an odd thing to say if it doesn't start till the back end of summer. It also would not inspire confidence in investors if their all-important call ahead of the fiscal year comes with no public reassurance of the November 19th date. Take-Two's stock could take a hit, which is something I don't see them risking. That is why I still think this month is our best bet. So anyway, that is most of what I wanted to cover in this video. I wanted to give you a quick update on where we stand as we go into a potentially very substantial week for GTA 6 news. Regardless of what happens, I will be here to give you any updates, and you can also follow me on X for more up-to-date information as it happens. The time for speculation on trailer 3 might finally be coming to an end, and I really hope that that is the case. I'll be breaking down anything we get from Rockstar, giving my initial reactions and thoughts, as well as a more in-depth look, so be sure to subscribe if you don't want to miss it. I also just uploaded a more non-news related video where I discussed the potential of GTA 6 Online and what direction I want to see Rockstar take their new online ecosystem, and what they should learn from their previous attempts at it. So if you're interested in that, consider watching it next. Thank you all for watching, have a good day, and I'll see you in the next one.